So, Elton John recently was diagnosed with going blind, and that's sad to hear about what is happening with his eyesight. But what was up with his mind sight? He invested money on a Broadway musical about Tammy Faye Baker, and it flopped. Well, duh. I mean, unless you got money to burn and you really don't care, who would invest in a musical about someone that movie was compelling about Tammy Faye and Jim Baker and whatnot, but that was quite a while ago. But no one is trying to see Tammy Faye, you know. Um, when musicals are always streaky, people will come out for the holidays. Of course, with everything that happened a few years ago with the demics, people weren't, and there's still gonna be a ways before you'll ever see people coming back in totality again, you know. But and even, aside from the holidays, it's just not a happening thing. You're trying to carry weight and hope that something hits. But this was not going to be a story that was necessarily going to jump off. I mean, um, this was not going to be something that was going to fly at the box office. I mean, he had to kind of know this one. I mean, you know, Tammy Faye Baker was not a sympathetic figure, interesting figure, but you kind of had to been there, been around it, take an interest in it, and wanted to understand it. It wasn't something that you were going to go, oh, I think we're going to see Tammy Faye Baker. No. So to hear that he's lost losing money over it is not exactly surprising or shocking. I think I'm more shocked and surprised that he decided to invest in it in the first place. I'm like, really? Because that's not really something that I would say that was going to be the wisest choices decision to do. Just me speaking, just my thoughts on it, on the matter. Um, as someone who watched Jim and Tammy Faye back in the day, because you got to bring Jim Baker involved in it. Um, you just kind of are like how they got over. They were the ultimate TV pulpit preacher wife couple that was gangster with what they were doing. And now it's kind of like, you're kind of indifferent. You're kind of shrugging your shoulders. You're kind of like, um, I don't know. I don't know really what to make of it. I mean, because it kind of had it had its charm, I guess. That was a different era, but they were living high on the hog. They was definitely, you know, but I don't know what he thought was going to happen with this. The movie was okay, but again, you can't really possibly recapture that. You could almost say they were a Ponzi scheming, fraudulent, church supposed couple who did a little bit of everything and anything, and they were kind of like, using certain things. And then sometimes you don't want to think of people in a certain ways, but sometimes you gotta kind of. I can still remember Jim Baker crying when he had to go lock up. You know, people saying different things. Just all kinds of stuff that came about and whatnot, and they divorced, and that was crazy, and their lifestyle. And you wonder what would make anyone possessed to want to recapture someone who basically hustled a lot of people out of money. I don't understand where Elton John is coming from, where he would spend his money on Tammy Faye. I not surprised that it flopped because some people don't want to recapture that. I mean, it was for a certain segment, but then like really, this is not that memorable. But anyway, tell me what you think below. Please hit like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another and share it if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay true, stay free. And if you kind of make heads or tails about this one. But yes, I'm not surprised that it flopped. I just don't see nothing out of it. I'm out.